Hey, 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 and welcome to the first ever Film Pirates Reviews.
What's
I'm
going
Mark.
on? I'm Jason, and we're here today to spread a little bit of, what we love to do. So, without further ado, let's just get right into this. Today we're going to be talking about a few subjects, but let me explain to you what we're going to be talking about. So first we're going to talk about, film. Now, that's broad. We could talk about anything. It doesn't have to be a movie. We're going to talk about, what's going on in Hollywood. Maybe some actors who signed here or there. What movies they're going to be going to, what roles they're going to be playing, movies that we're excited to see, and every once in a while we're going to throw in there a film review, because that's just we want to keep it fun. We want to keep it interesting. After that, we move to TV shows, and, it could be anything. It could be a Netflix original. It could be a TV show that we're just excited about. It could be anything. It doesn't even have to be like a specific TV show. Like I said, it could be anything. We could talk about actors going to
Anything.
TV shows.
Did you get that?
Anything.
Anything.
After that, we're going to do something that we don't really see, that you don't see, I think. We're going to talk about music videos, but from a film standpoint.
Yeah.
Just the videos, not the music itself, but
Not
how
the
the
music.
video enhances the music and how it makes it a better overall feel.
Because, gonna be honest, there's a lot of songs that I'm not a huge fan of, but the videos are gorgeous, and I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Oh,
So,
exactly. And then after that, we're going to get 1 minute each to talk about stuff we want to talk about. That could be a trailer. That could be, just something we saw the other night on the TV that caught our eye. It could be anything,
Anything. Catchphrase.
catchphrase.
Word of the day.
Anything. All right. So, without further ado, let's dive right into it. All right, guys. Real quick, spoiler warning. There will be spoilers ahead about some things you may or may not watch.
Just like Tokyo Drift. A lot of spoilers. Lots and lots of spoilers.
So, just be forewarned, there will be spoilers. Proceed with caution.
La 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 la, it's the Oscars. Yes, we're going to be talking about the Oscars.
The Oscars, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
Let's dive right into
let's
this.
go right to it.
Actor in a leading role.
Actor in a leading role, yeah.
Everybody was qualified here. I really loved, Denzel Washington. He's a great actor. He always is.
Denzel.
But I gotta be honest, I'm super happy Gary Oldman won because he deserves it.
Everybody was focused on DiCaprio, and don't get me wrong,
He
DiCaprio
deserved
was
it
great
too.
last year, but I was like, man, come on, Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman needs one. And I'm glad he got it.
Yeah,
I'm really glad he got it.
I think he's had better roles than this, to be quite honest with you. He was great as Winston Churchill. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that at all. He's great. But I think he's just had better roles.
He's got a lot of cool roles out there.
He's got a lot of unique roles
the dude
too.
Can play anything. He really can.
Look at what he did with The Fifth Element.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's in The Fifth Element. If you didn't know that, go back and rewatch it. He plays the villain.
He's in Harry Potter.
He is in Harry Potter. Yeah.
And he's a serious role.
It's a serious role.
Yeah, very. And I'm just glad he got it,
Yeah, me too. I really like him. Daniel Kaluuya, is that what his name?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did I
Yeah.
say that right? All right, I'm sorry if I butcher names, but he was great in Get Out. I mean,
I like Get Out. I'm not going to lie. I like Get Out a lot.
it's a great movie.
I was laughing. I felt it was really, really real. Like, in the sense of how the friends reacted to each other. Like, the dialogue between friends. A relationship.
Yeah.
All of that.
It's
so relatable.
awesome. Let's I think that's all I really have to say. Congratulations, Gary Oldman. You deserve
Yes.
it. You're awesome.
Yes.
The many faces you wear are unforgettable. I love you. Phenomenal. Let's move on. Actor in a supporting role. Sam Rockwell was the winner for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Personally, I haven't seen that movie,
Okay.
but I really like Sam Rockwell. I always have.
I gotta say, I haven't seen it either. But Sam Rockwell literally got my attention in the movie Moon. If you ever get a chance to see it,
What's
watch
that
it.
about? I've never actually seen
Oh,
that
okay.
movie.
So Moon is basically about a guy that's working on the moon, and he's like this scientist minor type of thing.
Okay.
and his time is coming to an end to come home. Like, he gets to come home now.
Mm-hmm.
And things aren't what they seem, let's just say. But he's basically, like, one of the only characters in the movie.
Okay.
Like, only actors in the movie. And it's phenomenal. It's really great. It's the reason why I want to do a film like that. It's
okay. Dude,
crazy.
I'll take your word for it.
So I'm really glad he got that.
But I mean, there are other really good actors on this list too. Woody Harrelson, Willem Dafoe, Richard Jenkins,
Christopher Plummer, man.
Christopher Plummer. I mean, like every single one of them in their own right could have won this award, and they've won better. I mean, Willem Dafoe. I don't think Willem Dafoe's ever won Best Actor. Has he?
I think
he deserves it.
Willem Dafoe's kind of cool.
I like Willem Dafoe.
But kind of creepy.
He's a creepy guy, but I mean,
he's creepy. He's
you know what? You know, a role I would love to see him in is the Joker.
Oh,
I think he'd kill it. But anyway,
I mean, I was in the same room as him once, and let's just say I kind of was like, man, he is a strange dude. Like, he's cool. Don't get me wrong. I love him. Boondock Saints forever.
Oh my God, that movie's phenomenal.
So yeah, Sam Rockwell though. Got to talk about his performance real quick, dude. Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats,
really. Man.
Congrats to all the winners on this list.
Yeah.
Frances McDormand from 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri, like I said.
Yes.
I haven't seen that movie, so I can't say much. I'm just really glad. Now, don't take this wrong. I like Meryl Streep. She's a great actress. But I feel like if she would have won this, she would be winning it because she was Meryl Streep, not because she did a very good job.
Yeah, she
does a great job with everything she does. You're right. She has better roles. That's the thing. I think she's done much better stuff.
She's done bad roles too, and who hasn't?
Oh, totally.
So this is like The Post. No lie, just yelled Oscars. I feel like that movie was just made for one reason and one reason only, and that was to get Oscars.
Yeah, I agree.
You know. If you haven't seen The Post and tell me that I'm wrong.
No, yeah, I just feel like that she'd be winning that because she was Meryl Streep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's all I really have to say about that. You know, I mean, congratulations, Frances McDormand. Good job.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Yes. Actress in a supporting role. Allison Janney for I, Tonya. I don't really know her work very much. I really know her from the TV show she does with Anna Faris. That's Moms or whatever it's called. But I mean, she's funny. I didn't see I, Tonya, mainly because it wasn't part of my generation, I guess.
You know, so I saw it because when the whole Tonya Harding thing was going on, like the controversy and all that, I was a kid, and apparently it was a huge deal. So when they made a movie on it, I tend to see movies based on real events. But this one was like, okay, one, it's Margot Robbie, and I love Margot Robbie. But I wanted to know what Tonya Harding was all about. And when I left there, I wasn't thinking about Margot Robbie or Tonya Harding. I was thinking about Allison Janney. I was like, man, she really gave a great performance in this. You know, I hope she gets nominated. And sure enough, she got nominated, and I'm like, okay, who's she up against? Yes, I hope she wins it.
Well, she won it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Good job. Congratulations. Unfortunately, we don't have time to go over everything, so we're going to skip down. We're going to go to animated feature film.
Yes.
That's what we're going to talk about.
Yes.
Coco.
And the winner is
Coco. Great movie. I don't blame it for winning. The animation, the visuals, everything simply just
great.
Stunning. Stunning is the only word I have to describe that movie. But there's one movie on this list that I think is a little bit better and a lot underrated, and it's Loving Vincent. And if you don't know what that movie is, it's basically they made a movie about Vincent van Gogh and his life. And the animation, they got over 100 artists to come in and hand paint the frames that were going to be in this movie, like how
they said
he painted his style.
They said that there were so many canvases that they could fill a warehouse. Like, seriously, you could fill up a whole warehouse with how many canvases they used.
It's insane.
And
I watched the trailer for it when it came out, however long ago it came out, I don't remember. But it was simply beautiful. I mean, it was something you've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that's what made it different. But that's not to take away what Coco did either, because Coco was different too. It was something you'd never seen before.
Yeah, Coco, down to the animation with the hands. Like, if you watch that movie, look at the strumming of the guitar, hitting of the notes. I mean, that stuff is so timed and so perfect. When they go into the spirit world and all that, they're the land of the dead. It's insane.
Yeah.
You know, as half Mexican, like, I went in there going, okay, I want to know more about Day of the Dead. You know, because my family really didn't celebrate it as much.
Mm-hmm.
Here in the States, I just wanted to know what it really was, and I got a little bit of the culture, you know. And I'm going to Mexico soon, so I'm really excited. And
I mean,
it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's not to knock it down, but I kind of like Loving Vincent more.
I agree. I'm really glad that Boss Baby didn't win, because there's really been a lack of like really decent animated films lately.
Yeah, I feel like there's
so it's kind of hard to pick. Like, Boss Baby completely didn't deserve it.
Yeah, I've seen like animators out there posting on YouTube. Like, dude, YouTube, there's a lot of beautiful talent out there.
Oh, totally. Go check
and
random people
I feel
out.
like a lot of our future Oscar winners and stuff are going to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Starting from YouTube.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, but Hollywood kind of has this sense of, oh, let's just do our thing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
that's very true.
What's going to sell toys and merchandise? And
it's
like that got nominated. Really?
I don't
what
agree
was so
with that.
groundbreaking?
But I mean, we could go on and on about that, but we don't have time.
But Loving Vincent.
You know, Loving Vincent and Coco were really the only two I thought should have won this, and I'm really glad Coco went.
We should cut our ears off in protest.
Now this one we were gonna skip over, but the animated short, the winner for animated short. Now I wanted to talk about this one because I'm not a huge basketball person, but Kobe Bryant was the face of LA for so long, and I've seen this. I don't know how many times. I've watched this short. I don't know how many times. But Dear Basketball gets me every time. Because it shows you his true passion for the game and how much he really loved it. And how hard it was for him to walk away from in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It takes you from, seeing Kobe as, the Black Mamba.
Yeah.
To he shows you his soft side, and he lets you in a little bit on why he loved basketball so much. That's just the story, but the animation was gorgeous.
Yes. I'm a Lakers fan. I've been a Lakers fan since the 90s. My first basketball game ever was the Lakers playing the Bulls, and they were playing Michael Jordan. And I remember watching Kobe play and falling in love with Kobe and hoping he would never leave LA, because that's what players did. They would leave. Yeah. And sure enough, man, his fro, I loved it. I was really sad when I got rid of it, but that was like not just a story, Dear Basketball, to him and basketball. That was like a to his fans.
Yeah.
Like, I really felt so inspired to do a love. Like, I have a love for everybody has a passion.
Yeah.
And this short was
his
directed
passion
to those people.
Directed to people who have passion.
If you have a passion, watch Dear Basketball.
Go out there and chase your passion. Don't let anybody stop you.
Replace basketball with your passion, and I guarantee this movie
hits this animated short hits
going to hit you.
It's going to kill it. It gives me goosebumps and makes me tear up almost every time I see it, because I want to be like Kobe. I want to feel how Kobe feels.
Yeah, that was the biggest surprise. Like, my man Kobe is an Oscar winner.
I love it. I loved it.
Good for you, Kobe.
Anyways, we got to move on and go from Best Picture and Best Director, because they're the same thing basically.
Yeah, same movie won, so we want to talk about it at the same time.
Exactly. So The Shape of Water.
Shape of Water. Holy cow, that movie. If you haven't seen it, it's true what they say. There is fish sex going on.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I don't know how it works, but
to a certain point where I'm like, wow, they're actually doing this. But
I mean, let's be honest. The movie,
let's just get past that.
You got to get past that because it's a phenomenal movie. The visuals in the movie are
dude.
stunning. I mean,
every character. Let me just get to the point with these characters. Every character in that movie. The reason why this movie not only won Best Picture but Best Directing is because Guillermo del Toro did a good job with these characters.
oh, dude, he knew what he wanted and he got what he wanted.
Everybody played the role perfectly.
Oh yeah.
From Michael Shannon as the antagonist of this film, you knew right away he has that presence.
Oh, duh.
I bet Michael Shannon is one of the could be one of the nicest guys ever, but I would be scared to even interview this guy.
Can we talk about Doug Jones for a second? I mean,
Doug
the dude who
Jones,
played
man.
the actual monster. That guy doesn't get any credit. Do you want to know other roles you might have seen him in? Abe Sapien from Hellboy 1 and 2. He was in Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of Del Toro films.
A lot of Del Toro films. He does a lot of. He's always in mask, always in makeup.
He was the Moon in the McDonald's commercials. Like, if you ever get the late night McDonald's commercials from the 90s.
Oh God.
If you ever watch that, he was in Buffy too.
He was
one of those gentlemen things.
Yeah, he's crazy, dude. He's a phenomenal actor. He doesn't give as much. He doesn't get as much credit as everybody should give him.
That's really cool.
You know, and he loves being behind the mask and all that. So I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due.
We really need to have like an award for stuff like that. But you also had characters.
Sally Hawkins.
I mean,
she did phenomenal. I mean, she was supposed to be mute in that movie, correct?
Yes, she was mute.
You know, she couldn't talk, and everything's through sign language and stuff, and it's amazing.
Yeah, you knew, but here's
the thing. You know what that did? You know how smart that was on his part? It forced you to pay attention to the visuals.
Yes, it really did. Another thing that it did was it made you feel sorry for her right away, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Her character was super rebellious. Was super carefree. I mean, the first time we meet her, she masturbates in the bathtub. I mean, that's one of the first times we meet her.
That's very true.
Like, it's holy crap. Like, she just got naked and she's masturbating in the bathtub. Right away, that's the movie. I
mean, you gotta give credit where credit's due. Guillermo del Toro knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
Excuse my language, but I mean, it's the truth.
Yes.
He's a mastermind at creating these visual stories.
Oh yes,
that just stick in your brain. Okay. I mean, Pan's Labyrinth. Like let's start with that. That was
Pan's Labyrinth.
He killed it. I mean, that was how long ago, and I still remember all the stuff that went on in that movie. I mean, it sticks to me.
Yeah, Hellboy.
Love Hellboy.
Was one of my favorites.
I really like Ron Perlman too, though. So.
Yeah, we gotta talk about Octavia Spencer. She played the best friend, the coworker.
Yeah. She killed it.
She is the friend that a lot of us have, and that is the parental friend. But that tags along,
family members.
Yeah, she's the parental friend. She literally is like, "What are you doing? Don't do it. Don't." And then she gets along and tags along, and then she protects her friend and.
Exactly. I mean, she's the friend that we all have. We all know who she is. She
she's
killed
that
it though.
Friend that we
she really did a good job. And there's a lot to be said about that.
So with that being said, that's basically the Oscars.
I mean that's the Oscars from our point of view. If we missed anything, let us know. Leave a comment.
Yeah.
In the
what was your
below,
favorite? What was your favorite?
What was your favorite part? Let us know.
Yeah. Who'd you want to really win? And are you happy with the winners?
Exactly.
I'd love to hear from you. So.
Exactly. All right.
All right. Next segment, TV shows. This is where we're going to talk about what's happened so far on a show that we really like.
Yeah.
Where we think the show's going to go, the characters, what we want to see, and who we want to see gone.
Now, fair warning, spoilers. This week for spoilers, we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead. I don't know how many of you guys are fans of the show. I'm a huge fan of the show. I've been watching since season 1. You know, it got slow during season 2. Almost lost me at season 3 because fuck that farm. But here we are. We're gonna
man, what a pile of.
We're gonna talk about what's going on, what we think's gonna happen with The Walking Dead, what's going on right now, how we reacted to some of the things that happened, and we'll just go from there. So I think first, dude, we need to start off with Coral.
Okay.
Poor Coral.
Poor Coral.
Doing what Rick wanted him not to do.
Okay.
in the first place. I mean, let's be honest. He shot above that guy's head to warn him off, and Carl went back anyways.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean,
Here's
but
what
Carl was only doing what he was believing in, right?
I'm really glad that's how Coral dies.
I agree. You know,
I think that's the way Coral should have died.
Yeah.
I really am glad that's the way it happened. I'm glad he didn't die in battle. I'm glad he didn't die killing somebody or something. He went from this character that I hated. No lie,
dude, I couldn't
was
stand
super,
Coral in the beginning.
And I work with I work with kids, I work with teenagers.
Yeah.
And I've never been more annoyed by a teenager.
He was just so useless. You remember when he got shot in season 2?
Which time?
He's been shot so many in the face, in the stomach.
Like,
you know,
he got shot.
I think 3 times.
With a bullet like that big and survived when he was in, 11?
Some shit like that. I mean, it was, but you got to give credit where credit's due.
A bullet in the face. And this dude is still alive.
Chandler Riggs, Coral, badass.
Yes.
He went from being somebody I couldn't stand to somebody I wanted to see just kick
all I know
ass
is
all
in
the
season
time.
3, I think somebody said, okay, season 2, we got to change this kid. And then in season 3, because I'm sorry, he caused the death of like somebody I really liked in season 2. Was it Dale?
Dale? He didn't. How did he cause Dale's death?
The zombie. They killed him out on. Was that Dale?
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, like
it's been a while.
That zombie was trapped and he let him out and it killed Dale. And I like Dale.
Dale was awesome. I did like Dale. But I think I think you're right.
Season 3, he got a wake up call, and when I started seeing him just popping off zombies like no tomorrow, I was like, okay, this kid
could be a badass.
It's suddenly
and then he
badass.
transitioned into somebody like I actually really liked. And then at the end of his life, how he was like, it needs to be me. I need to do this.
Yeah. He even went out as a badass, guys.
Yeah, I mean, he did it himself. He couldn't let anybody do it.
Yeah, he shot himself in the head, like last minute. That was way to send off a character, man. That's
now. I feel sorry for Andrew Lincoln character. Rick.
Oh man,
my God. I feel bad for that guy. And then Carl,
it's about to be a Rickopolis.
Yes,
and it's gonna go off.
Hashtag
Rickopolis.
I like what they did with the old Rick, though. The visions that he had, how old
Rick
was Carl thinking, like how this place could be.
Dude, I don't know anymore. I got a feeling that's actually what's gonna happen. Still,
I don't know. I don't think Rick. I don't think Rick let Negan live. I don't think he does. Not after what just happened.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think something's gonna happen. It's not. The show's going in a way that I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
It's not predictable.
It really is, because I didn't see Coral dying.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to die.
But I mean, let's be honest.
Speaking of which, who do you think is gonna be dying this season?
That's a tough question.
It could go anywhere.
It could go anywhere.
I'm gonna throw a guess out there, because I just seeing every episode of the show, and I'm gonna guess the king. I think Ezekiel is going to.
I think he's lost too much already to die.
No, I think this is
who's the voice of reason in the show right now. That's the person who's gonna die.
No, I think Ezekiel's gonna die.
But let's go back with the track record. People who have become the voice of reason: Dale, dead; Bob, dead;
yeah,
Herschel, dead.
Yeah.
I mean, they all tried to become the voice of reason. Hey, Rick, we can't do this way. Carl became the voice of reason. Dead.
Yeah. Even at some points, Glenn.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. They killed the voices of reason.
Noah. Oh my gosh, dude.
That was depressing.
Noah automatically became like this voice of reason, and I was like, dude, they're gonna kill this kid. Don't you kill him? Don't you? Oh, everybody hates Chris. I'm like, dang, man, they killed him.
Everybody hates Chris. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad. But I mean, I guess if we're gonna have to guess on somebody that's gonna die. Is it too obvious to say Negan? I feel like it is, but I want to see.
Let me throw that out there. They're saying that is it Laura Cohen?
Lauren Cohen, yeah, Maggie.
Yeah, that she's not returning next season. Like she didn't renew her. I don't know.
I don't think
but
that means
no,
they're
actually,
gonna
you know
kill
what?
her.
I think. Let me check.
I just think that might take the people of the hilltop out of the question.
Yeah, let me check that.
But I guess if we're gonna say who's gonna die,
false. It's been she statement. This is not true.
Okay, cool. So she's coming back. She'll be back for season 9. Which is what I thought. I didn't really see that as true.
Yeah.
But
it's not true.
I want to see the guy. What's his right-hand man's name? The dude who was Trevor in GTA 5. What's that guy's name?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Let's see who he plays. I can't think of his name right now.
I know what you're talking about, but basically he was the one that
where is he?
Murdered everybody at the
garbage place. Yeah.
Yes, garbage colony.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was depressing.
Stephen Ogg plays
Okay.
Simon. That's who it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's who it is. Okay, so you want to see him die?
Yes.
I want to see him die.
All right, so let's talk zombie deaths.
All right, so since we're talking about deaths, let's talk about the zombie deaths.
Dude.
All right, this last week.
Oh my God.
What we saw.
You ever seen a shredder? You
Yeah.
ever seen a shredder grind up people?
Like metal, like it's meant for like trash.
You know,
trash
like
compactors and stuff like that.
It's basically the giant. You know, you throw your trash in it, and it could shred like refrigerators and cars and tires and
Dude,
BS like that. And they let zombies walk in it. And it was awesome.
When they shoot it, when you're watching it, you don't see it at first, and I'm like, oh, don't cheap out on us.
I was hoping
like,
they
don't
were
you
I'm
cheap
so
out
glad
on us.
they put the
And
money
then
into
they
it to make it
shoot
3
and
to
you're
make
seeing it
CGI.
go in. I'm like, oh,
It was pretty
man.
brutal, and I
That
couldn't
was
imagine.
insane.
I couldn't imagine how that chick felt just standing there watching all of her people die.
Yeah, everyone. She
Nothing
knew and loved.
everybody she cared about just die, and Rick just left her there.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't blame him.
Yeah, she
I
did
don't
double
blame him.
cross. She triple
I really
cross.
don't blame him.
She was a bitch.
Yeah, she did bad things, and shame.
Shame. I don't think all of your people deserve to die because Stephen Ogg is a dick.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. What do you think is the best zombie death you've ever seen on the show?
that was
What would
probably what they did this last week was probably the most epic one. But I want
Yeah.
to say my favorite is when that tiger just absolutely destroys that zombie. It was awesome. I don't care how fake that tiger looked. It was epic.
That was a good one. I mean, they get really creative
Shiva.
on the show. You know, I think one of my favorite like zombie. It's not really a death. I'm not counting this as a death, but I loved the concept of it. Is Michonne and her like
And
chains.
her zombie walkers
Oh
that
my
she had
god,
chained
those
up.
were
Those
so
are dope.
sick. So
Broken. She broke what? She cut their arms off and broke their jaws.
yeah, like cut the jaws off so they couldn't eat on her.
That was crazy. You know, I really think that's all the time we have for The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, but every
so,
Sunday watch it.
Yeah, every Sunday. If there's anything we missed, any comments you guys have, don't forget to leave those in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I can't talk right now. I'm going to pronunciate.
Speaking zombie.
Up next is music videos. All right, guys. So, next up, music videos. Here we go. We're going to talk about what we think about the music video. Not about the music itself, but about the video itself. We want to talk about the visuals pretty much strictly.
There's a lot of music videos out there.
There's a lot of good music videos
really
out there.
deserve some
You know?
credit.
And I mean, it's not necessarily music I listen to on a daily basis, but you know,
Yeah.
it deserves a fair, shake at
Exactly.
things. So, without further ado, today we are going to be doing Kendrick Lamar and SZA, or is that her name? I don't know. All the Stars from the Black
As you
Panther
can tell,
soundtrack.
that's how much we know about it.
Yeah, I don't mean to offend anybody. If I do, I'm sorry. But,
Yeah.
we're here to talk about the visuals.
We've heard about it. People recommend it. That's why we're saying, hey,
yeah,
if you want to recommend a music video,
recommend it down low.
Recommend it.
But without further ado, let's get right into this. Right away, dude. Look, the visuals start off in the waving hands back and forth. It's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, just the sheer scale that they had here, He
It's
clearly
absolutely
has the
gorgeous.
budget. It's beautiful. The
gorgeous, dude.
the lighting is stunning. I mean, this video.
I mean,
As soon as somebody recommended it to me, I watched it. I like Kendrick Lamar in the first place. I always have. His music is insane. It's great.
Okay, let's talk about this scene. It's a scene where she's dancing around with all the stars going.
Yeah,
and it's gorgeous. It's the I know we're not talking about the music, but when the chorus comes in and this happens, it's feel
a perfect
it.
transition.
It sucks you in.
It's a
really
perfect
brings
transition.
You into
It starts with like these starry shapes, colors with the in the shape of Africa, and then it just shoots right through, and it's her dancing, and it's a perfect transition into that scene right there, and it's just the colors that Kendrick chose. Everything's so beautiful and perfect.
This music video was made for like the Black Panther movie, and
yes,
I was listening to I saw it the first time without any sound, and I automatically was like, yeah, this is definitely the Black Panther like soundtrack song.
It feels
like this is the one that's supposed to be the solo. So kudos on the art style of that. So
totally agree,
because you can automatically see it.
Yeah, I mean it's gorgeous.
Something I really like is that they don't just show like this great African like beauty all the time, because Black Panther was beautifying Africa, and it's true, Africa is gorgeous if you ever get a chance to go.
But I mean, he shows
every nation, everything. There
the poor.
is a subculture. There is,
and he's not afraid to show that here. And what he did, the lighting that he chose to use there was absolutely beautiful. And onto this scene with the Panthers, the Black Panthers that he's walking with. That, with the exception of him looking at the camera, unless he did that on purpose in this scene, it is amazing. I have a feeling he might have done that on purpose.
I think every time he looks into the camera, it's on purpose.
I would
assume
because
he's an artist. That's his thing. You can't stop the artist from doing something. They get a take on it. We've done a music video. We know what it's like. You have to give artists.
You have to give them their freedom. And this scene, it just speaks.
If it's natural, let him go.
He's walking with. I mean, how many Panthers are there? I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, 10. I think that's what there was.
Yeah.
And he's walking with them. Obviously they're not there with him. They took the movement and probably just layered it a few times and got some different ones. If he's actually walking with Black Panthers, kudos to you. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But it's just it's insane. To me it shows unity.
Yes. There's a scene in the video that really got my attention, and it's vibrant. It's gorgeous. It reminded me of one of those like little what are they called? Kaleidoscopes. It reminded me of a kaleidoscope, and it was a scene with the flamingo girls. And I say flamingo girls because they're dressed up like flamingos, and they're dancing around and going like this. So, right under them, the floor is kind of like a kaleidoscope, and it's like the African flags. It's African colors. It's African. It's this whole video screams Africa, and I think that's why I like it. I like when an artist takes pride in their culture, because it just shows. This is one giant love story to Africa, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a love poem, a love letter, and it's definitely seen throughout this video.
I completely agree.
My eyes are never. I don't get a headache in this video.
No, I mean I've watched this video a few times.
There's
one of my favorite sections actually is the second. I think it's the second chorus when it's the red galaxy that she's standing in. I mean, it's just it's breathtaking just to watch. I mean, I know it's simple. She's just walking around, dancing around, singing, and then it goes into your flamingo scene.
Yeah,
but
the scene that really is nice is the blue.
You know what that
scene
looks like?
Follows.
You know what that flamingo scene really looks like? It looks like she's laying in like some pink water of some sorts, and those are just kind of like floating on top. Doesn't really look more like that's what it looks like to me. I see how you get kaleidoscope though. I could see that. It feels like a kaleidoscope. I understand. Yeah, it looks cool though. I mean, but you're right. That scene where that next scene with the blues is crazy.
Because here's the thing: it's not over. there's a balance of the white and the black.
Yeah.
That makes the blue not so harsh. It balances it all out.
I completely
They
agree.
decided to go as blue as possible.
I hate to do this to you, but we're running out of time, and
man,
we're gonna have to stop on this segment.
Kendrick, whoever you
you're
got
amazing.
for this video,
Whoever does this,
continue to use this.
I agree, because he gets your vision, and it's
Please.
insane. You know, any comments? You guys want to see a specific video? Leave a comment in the section below. You know, leave a subscribe. That'd be awesome. In this next section, we're gonna take a minute apiece, and we're gonna talk about our final thoughts and some things we're excited for.
Oh yeah.
Check it out. All right, guys. This is the section where we talk about what we want to talk about.
What we want.
And
doesn't matter what he wants, what I want.
Well, I mean, I'm going first, so it's what I want. And well, I'm going to talk about the movie I'm probably the most excited for, and that is going to have to be The Incredibles 2.
The Incredibles.
The Incredibles 2. I mean, we've been waiting for so long for this movie, and they got everybody to come back. But you know what? It looks like it's just going to be you're right, a Mr. Mom with superheroes. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited, don't get me wrong. I'm really excited for this movie because it looks great. It's The Incredibles. I loved the first one. It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm excited to see what kind of powers Jack has because, I mean, if you guys don't already know, they're named for their powers.
Yeah.
I mean, Dash, obviously, self-explanatory. Violet, she bends ultraviolet rays, and Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
In case you didn't know that.
Yeah, in case you didn't know that. But yeah, it looks like just because it even says right here, Bob Parr, Mr. Incredible, is left to care for Jack while Helen, Elastigirl, is out saving the world. So, I mean, that does sound like a Mr. Mom.
Yeah. It definitely sounds like a bit of a Mr. Mom situation.
Definitely. So that's my thoughts. That's the movie I'm most excited for. Mark, what about you?
You know, I'm also going to go with a Disney movie, something I saw this week, and it just caught me off guard. Christopher Robin.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor is playing Christopher Robin, and I'm pretty sure Haley Atwell is playing his wife, Evelyn, and I like Haley Atwell. But it was the fact that they got Jim Cummings to come back to play Winnie the Pooh. Now, though Jim Cummings isn't the original Winnie the Pooh, that falls to Sterling Holloway, because if you ever heard Sterling Holloway talk, that's his voice.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim Cummings coming back, that's the he's a generation's Winnie the Pooh. And that's the thing. He's my generation's Winnie the Pooh.
Mine.
And yeah. So I'm excited for him. Toby Jones as Owl. I'm excited for Peter Capaldi. I'm super excited as Rabbit. Brad Garrett as Eeyore. Perfect.
Yeah.
The only one I'm a little worried about is Chris O'Dowd as Tigger, because Tigger is that kind of voice that is so iconic that it doesn't matter if you've never seen an episode of Winnie the Pooh, you know the Tigger voice. So I can't wait for this movie to come out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it. It feels like almost like a Saving Mr. Banks, but in reverse. Instead of seeing where the inspiration came from, it's seeing like an older gentleman reliving his childhood, and I think I'm really gonna enjoy this film.
Yeah.
So
yeah, me too.
That's my final thoughts on that, and I cannot wait.
All right, guys. That's about all the time we have for today. Join us again on next Monday. We don't know what we're going to be talking about. We'll let you know on Monday. It can be anything. But again, I'm Jason.
I'm Mark.
We are the Film Pirates. This has been Film Pirates Reviews. Please don't forget to leave a like or a subscribe down below. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if there's anything we can do better. Let us know what you think. If you think we suck, let us know. If you think we're awesome, let us know. We want to hear everything. All right, guys. Catch you later.